Hello and welcome to this special broadcast on the 19th Asian Games with me, Deepika. In the next half an hour, we're going to bring you all the latest that we are tracking for you on the Asian Games because it is raining medals for Team India at the 19th edition in Hangzhou, China. Let's get started. India bagged a second gold medal of the day at the ongoing Asian Games. Well, Pakistan had taken the lead, but Abhay pulled things back through victory, and the final game ran to 12-10. Now, this has been quite a thriller for the team at squash. Not only this, in tennis also, the Indian tennis players defeated Chinese Taipei Song Wao Wang and Liang Enshuo by 2-6, 6-3 and 10-4 in the finals in Hangzhou. And Tokyo Olympics bronze medalist Lovelina Borgohain put up a dominating show to win the quarterfinals bout by 5-0 against South Korea's Suyeon Suwang. Lovelina has not yet won the Olympic quota, as in 66 kg and 75 kg weight categories. They've already won gold and silver medal, and they will qualify for these two categories. In 54 kg weight category bout, Preeti has entered the semi-final round with confirming one more medal in the sport of boxing for Team India. She secured 4-1 victory over Kazakhstan's Zaina Shakarbekova. Now, with this, Preeti becomes the second Indian boxer after Nikhat Zareen to secure an Olympic quota for the Paris Olympic Games. Good evening and welcome to this fresh and special broadcast on the 19th edition of the Asian Games. In the next half an hour, we will bring you the latest update, India standing on the medal tally, and exclusive interactions with the players. Let's get started. First, let's take you through all the medals that India has bagged today. At the 19th edition of the Asian Games, not only India is winning back-to-back medals, but also creating many records and many firsts as well. Day 8 of the Asian Games began with golfer Aditi Ashok clinching a silver medal and also becoming the first ever woman to secure a medal at the Asian Games in the golf discipline. Aditi clinched the silver in women's individual category as India finished 4th in the team event. Though Aditi was leading overnight, she faltered on the final day and Thailand's Yubol Aparachia took the gold. Well, women's kept leading the day as Indian shooting women's team also added another medal to India's kitty. The women's trap team of Rajeshwari Kumari, Manisha Keer and Preeti Rajak clinched silver in women's trap event in shooting. The Indian team finished with 337 points, finishing behind China that clinched gold with a world record-breaking of 356 points. Kazakhstan won bronze with 335 points. Manisha with 114 points advanced to the individual finals. And Indian men were no less. India got today's first gold medal from the shooting trio of men's team. India's Prithviraj Tondiman, Zorawar Singh Sandhu and Kainan Chinay packed gold medal in men's trap team event with 361 points, breaking 29 years old record of Asian Games. And the Indian trio of shooters was followed by Kuwait that captured the silver medal with 359 points. Asian Games host China ended with 354 points on third position. With a total of 361 points, India captured the gold and also set up new Asian Games record, toppling the previous record by Kuwait from the year 1994. On the other hand, India's Kainan Darius packed bronze in men's trap final individual event. Chennai accumulated 32 points to finish behind Kuwait's Talal Al-Rashidi, who clinched silver, and China's Chi Ying, who took home gold medal. Kainan chugged along before he lost his rhythm in the last 3 series of 5 shots each, missing 5 clay pigeons to settle for the bronze medal. And now let's hear from the champions themselves, Prithviraj, Zorawar and Kainan, on what they had to say about the victory and government support and their key role in their victorious run. Let's take a listen.
It was incredible because this is the first gold for the trap team event. This is the first one, and we've shot the Asian Games record. So it was an incredible effort. We topped the scores, and it's been a great achievement for us. Federation has got a very good setup now. We have a good sports science team, and then the Federation is supporting all of us. So there's systematic training going on, and we are well prepared is what I think. So that is providing the results.
Fantastic program. The juniors are coming up, they get ammunition, they get cartridges to shoot every day, and actually it's good because it pushes people like us to perform or even train harder. And if we have the support, as I said, of SAI, Ministry, NRAI, also the shooting range in Delhi, and I think that sky's the limit.
Prithviraj and Zorawar, they both also performed really well. Zorawar was also in the final. I really enjoyed the competition, and I really enjoyed the final also. But as the day went on, the light went a little bit. Final got a little harder. So I'm happy to come away with the bronze medal, and even happier with the gold medal for the team, because it's all three of us have put in our effort, and it's really good to come away with that. I think we broke the Asian record also, so that's a even bigger thing. Well, one, you have extremely hardworking individuals. The shooters are extremely hardworking. We may not be seen on sports fields or whatever running around the place, but we are extremely hardworking. Mental game, your physical is important, your technical is even more important. So one, you have very, very, very hardworking individuals. Secondly, you have a very hardworking federation behind you, and the NRAI, especially the people who sit in the office and do all our flights, do all our hotels, do all our all our logistics. They are the ones who are helping us. We don't have to think, we just do it on the range and they help us out. So thank you to them from my side also, and from our team side. So that's the rise of Indian shooting. We are really hardworking people, and we have our coaching staff who's supporting us in and out. We're just required to go out and perform on the day, and that's coming into our shooting more and more, as you see. So and most of all, you can see it in the results, and that's what's nice for us.
Well, India's Nikhat Zareen lost in the semi-finals of the women's 50 kg finals against Thailand's Raksat Shutumat and settled for a bronze medal at the Asian Games. The victory assured the Indian of at least a silver at the Hangzhou Games. However, Nikhat made the first inroads and took the first round by points, although by a split of 3-2 decision. The Thai boxer pulled back in the second round, with judges again giving a split verdict that reduced her gap to the world champion. Nikhat started the third and final round with a flurry of punches on her opponent, but Rakshat held her defense and advanced to the finals via a split verdict. On to athletics now. India's Avinash Sable won the gold medal in men's 3,000 meter steeplechase on day 8. He took the top honours with a timing of 8 minutes 19.5 seconds, breaking the game's record along the way. Unlike his energy conservation strategy at the Budapest World Championship, Sable raced ahead to build a distance between himself and the rest of the field and won the race by a massive distance. In the final 50-meter, Sable turned around to see no one close to him as he approached the end and celebrated as he crossed the finish line with a golden victory. An Asian record holder, Tajinder Pal Singh Toor, clinched the gold medal in men's shot put in his last throw, pipping the Saudi Arabia thrower at the Asian Games. Tajinder has now become the 4th Indian male shot put thrower to win 2 Asian Game gold in the event, after Pradyuman Singh, Joginder Singh and Bahadur Singh Chauhan. Starting with no throw, Tajinder looked a little out of rhythm in his earlier shows. He missed the first and the second throw with no mark. In the third throw, Tajinder threw 19.51 to keep himself in the competition as he moved to third place. After gaining momentum, Tajinder crossed the 20-meter mark with a throw of 20.06 meters in his fourth attempt, taking him to the silver medal position. In the fifth throw, he again recorded no mark. On the last throw, Tajinder needed to cross the 20.18-meter mark of Mohammad Tolu, and the Asian champion threw 20.36 meters in his last throw to snatch the gold from the Saudi Arabian opponent. So this means that India is witnessing a steep rise in the track and field events also for quite some time now. In the past few years, athletes have brought huge laurels in athletics especially. DD India sports correspondent Narayan Singh, in an exclusive conversation with Athletic Federation of India's President Adil Sumirewala, talked about India's meteoric rise in athletics. Let's take a listen.
A fantastic performance by the Indian track and field athletes here at the Asian Game in Hangzhou, and right now we are joined by the president of the All India Athletic Federation, Sumirewala. Sir, a very warm welcome to our channel, and the opening has been started and our athletes, the track and field athletes are winning medals here. So how you look this opening?
I think it's been a good opening. We opened with a bronze yesterday. We got a bronze and a silver today.
So if you talk about the overall track and field, there is a kind of revolution in India right now. What's the reason you find behind that, the kind of exposure given to our athletes, and also a steep rise in the track and field in India?
So it's not one day's work. It's been 10 years of work. We had a strategy put in place 10 years ago. We selected events, we changed the calendar, we got in foreign coaches. We had a two-pronged strategy, one of grassroots and one of elite. Elite has been fully supported by government under the top scheme, under MOC, under Target Olympic Podium, everything. The grassroots level, we do something like 1 million athletes under the age group of 14 and 16, which is a talent pool. And then they all come to the All India Inter-District, where 600 districts come, about 6,500 athletes come. The Athletic Federation pays for food, accommodation, transport, travel, everything. So that is where we find our talent. And if you look at any of these athletes that you see today, they're all part of that talent search Inter-District Athletic Championship.
So if you talk about Neeraj, if you talk about 10 years back or 8 years back.
Neeraj was also part of the same scheme.
Same scheme. But nobody would have thought that we would have a Olympic champion and world champion simultaneously.
But that is the problem. That is the problem. Because people can't think big. If you don't think big, big things will not happen. We thought big. We knew we could do it. So we focused. We took 6 or 7 events. We can't do we can't do 45 events. So we looked at jumps. We got in 3 foreign coaches till today. Throws, we have had 3 or 4 foreign coaches till today. Take sprints, we have in 400 meters, we've had 3 foreign coaches to date. Take middle and long distance running, we've had 2 foreign coaches. So it is a total plan. Nobody understands what we have done, because everybody believes that all federations are bad. Nobody does anything. Everybody wants foreign trips. So that thought process has to change. Yes, I'm not saying all federations are good, but there are good federations, and then if there are good federations, one must give credit to them for their planning, for their strategy, for implementing the strategy. Just planning on paper doesn't help. So we've done various things, and now it all culminates into performance. And you'll see in the next 5 years, it takes 10 years to 12 years. It's 3 Olympic cycles. And you'll see that in the next 5 years, this is just the beginning. The dam has just been breached, and you will see far greater performance.
So if we talk about a different environment is right now in the country, if we talk about the top leadership, always appreciates, always encourages the athlete. Even in Asian Games, every athlete who is winning medal, the PM Modi tweets for them. whenever they are going for big tournaments. He appreciates, he interacts with them. So do you think this sort of encouragement, this sort of environment is acting like a catalyst in the performance of the Indian athletes?
No, no, absolutely. I mean, when the Prime Minister meets the team, when the team leaves, the Prime Minister welcomes the team. It's a great boost. And tell me, in which country does the Prime Minister do that? I don't remember any country where the Prime Minister does this. Prime Minister probably meets some medal winners in some countries, but here the whole contingent is invited to the Prime Minister's house for breakfast. I mean, let's just look at it. And that is a confidence that the country has put in you, and therefore you are going to go in there and perform. So it's mutual. You are being respected by the Prime Minister of India. You want to fight, you want to give your life for the country. Look at Gulveer today. At 7 laps to go, his foot was torn, he was bleeding, but he still ran to finish the race and win a medal for India. This is the reaction of the leadership, being with the sports people.
Here, the president of the All India Athletic Federation, Adil Simarwala, is saying that a great environment is there and the great appreciation by the top leadership also helping our athlete. And in the upcoming big tournaments, our athletes will do better than what they did in the last tournaments. Narayan Singh for DD India, Hangzhou, China.
So there you heard the grit and determination stories of athletes. And now let's give you a story of a tennis player. At 43 and a half years of age, Rohan Bopanna had an incredible month of September. He made history by reaching a Grand Slam final at the US Open. He ended his 21-year Davis Cup career with a victory and also secured mixed doubles gold at the Asian Games in Hangzhou. His adaptability in doubles partners from Sania Mirza to Rutuja Bhosle shows his enduring talent. Here's an exclusive report by sports correspondent Narayan Singh straight from China.
Rohan Bopanna, the seasoned Indian tennis player, wrapped up a remarkable September by clinching a gold medal in mixed doubles at the Asian Games in Hangzhou. At the age of 43 and a half, Bopanna has certainly defied age and expectations. He said that mental strength is his biggest strength.
Extremely proud. I think it's, Indian sports is on the rise. Tennis is on the rise. We've always managed to somehow find a way to win gold medals in tennis, and I'm glad we kept that momentum going. And I think it's a really big moment for Rutuja and me that we were able to get gold in tennis. Ram Kumar and Saket got a silver in the men's doubles. So I think it just shows that little bit of support, little bit of help, from the government, the federation. Everything makes such a big difference.
What's truly remarkable is Bopanna's adaptability. He began the year partnering with 36-year-old Sania Mirza and now finds success with 27-year-old Rutuja Bhosle. The legacy of Rohan Bopanna stands as a bridge. The legacy of Rohan Bopanna stands as a bridge between the generation of Indian tennis players.
Rohan Bopanna mentioned that country has witnessed a surge in promising athletes across various disciplines who are making their mark on the global stage. He believes that this surge is indicative of India's potential to become a powerhouse in sports. With Rohan Bopanna's own remarkable achievements at an age of 43, when most athletes would consider retirement, his words carry as a testament to the determination and potential within Indian sports. His positive outlook suggests that the nation's sports landscape is on an upward trajectory with bright prospect on the horizon. Narayan Singh for DD India, Hangzhou.
And not only tennis, one sport that is doing remarkably well at the 19th edition of Asian Games is shooting. They have crossed all their previous records. And now the Indian trio of Saurav Ghoshal, Abhay Singh and Mahesh Mangaonkar bagged a gold medal in men's team squash event also at the Asian Games in Hangzhou. The Indian team defeated Pakistan by 2-1 in the finals. In an exclusive chat with DD India in Hangzhou, Saurav Ghoshal said that Team India is eyeing more medals in individual categories.
India won gold medal in squash by defeating Pakistan 2-1. And right now we are joined by Saurabh Gosal. Saurabh, congratulations for this stupendous achievement. So India lost the first match, and after that, what's the planning for the team to go there ahead?
Look, Mahesh was playing Nasir Iqbal at the number 3 slot. We knew that Nasir was a very, very strong number 3. We knew that it was going to be something that Mahesh would have to pull out of the bag to win that match. Unfortunately for us, it didn't work because Nasir played exceedingly well. But we stuck to our plans. We knew that I had probably had to go down 1-0 down into my match. And thankfully, I played pretty all right and executed my plans and got it back to 1-1, and then the drama unfolded in the decider, and it couldn't have been closer. Could have gone either way. I'm just thankful and happy that we won today and it went our way, and we have a gold medal to show for it.
So what was the strategy after losing the first game? And it was very crucial for India to win a gold medal here, considering the fact that India, the players like you are once in a generation, and we are hoping that India will win a medal for here. So what was the plan after that?
See, I think we were trying to focus on what we need to do on the squash court, trying to take the emotion out of the highly charged atmosphere and have as much clarity as possible in terms of the tactics that we need to execute. And I think for the most part, the entire team did that. We conducted ourselves pretty well as well on the court, which I'm very proud of. We had set plans in place, and we just had to stick to those guns and do the best we could.
So you defeated Pakistan. Now what's the plan ahead? How are you going to celebrate this win?
I think we are all very happy. This is a gold medal with a lot of time in the making. So we're going to enjoy this moment. But obviously, that the big celebration is a bit on hold because we have the mixed doubles and the singles event starting tomorrow. So hopefully we'll have some more medals to win for India in the next week as well.
So fantastic achievement by the India here, winning the gold medal in the squash event. And a few days after, we will also see the matches in the mixed and the single event. And we are hoping that India will also win medals there. Narayan Singh for DD India, Hangzhou.
And now let's get you a medal update. India's Harmilan Bains bagged silver in women's 1500-meter final, while Ajay Kumar, Saroj and Jinson Johnson took silver and bronze respectively in men's 1500-meter, extending India's medal tally beyond 50. Bains finished the race with a timing of 4 minutes 12.74 seconds, while Saroj managed 3 minutes 38.94 seconds and Johnson registered 3 minutes 39.74 seconds in their events. And now to give you a wrap of day 8 and how India performed at the Asian Games on day number 8, let's hear from Narayan Singh.
India's track and field athletes lit the Hangzhou Olympic Stadium on Sunday. Avinash Sable won the gold medal in men's 3000 meter steeplechase at the Hangzhou Asian Games. He took top honor with a timing of 8 minutes 19.50 seconds, breaking the game's record along the way. Sable's medal is India's 12th gold medal at this edition of the Asian Games and the first track and field gold in Hangzhou. Unlike his energy conservation strategy at the Budapest World Championship, Sable raced ahead to build the distance between himself and the rest of the field and won the race by a massive distance. In the final 50 meters, Sable turned around to see no one close to him as he approached the end and celebrated as he crossed the finish line. If you talk about shot put, defending champion Tejinder Pal Singh Toor clinched the India's another gold medal at the Asian Games with a superb throw of 20.36 meter. Tejinder created history as he defended his crown of the previous edition of the Asian Games in Jakarta and became the only 4th Indian shot putter to win back-to-back gold medals in shot put at the Asian Games. The Indian star later leapfrogged Saudi Arabia athlete to win the top prize with a final throw of 20.36 meter. Meanwhile, in men's 1500 meter race, Ajay Kumar Saroj won silver and Jinson Johnson won bronze medal with a fantastic run in the final. In women's 1500 meter final, India's Harmilan Bains won silver with a fantastic run in the race. If you talk about shooting, Indian shooter wrapped up their historic campaign at the Asian Games with a gold and a silver in men's and women's trap shooting event. If you talk about men's team event, Kanan Chennai, Zorawar and Prithviraj won gold medal in the men's trap event with an Asian Games record of 361. If you talk about women's trap team, Manisha, Preeti and Rajeshwari won silver with a combined score of 337. Medals in the trap team events in the shotgun ranges were awarded on the basis of the cumulative scores of the shooters from each country in the qualifying round. Narayan Singh for DD India, Hangzhou, China.
And before we wrap up this special edition on the Asian Games, let's quickly take a look at the medals tally that suggests about India's growing performance and meteoric rise in sporting landscape. India stays to be there at the number 4 spot in the rankings of the Asian Games. This is day 8 of the 19th edition of Asian Games. So far, India has bagged a total number of 13 gold medals with 19 silver medals and 18 bronze medals. And successfully, India has touched 50 medals, and India is continuously adding more number of medals. We are expecting to cross the previous mark of 70 medals and are expecting to go beyond 70. Is bar so ke par is the agenda, is the motto of the Asian Games. When we talk about particularly Team India, this means that this time India is looking forward to touch the 3 numeric mark, which is 100, and go beyond 100 when we talk about India and the number of medals that it is bagging. We are still in the mid of the Asian Games. Let's see how the event pans around for Team India at the 19th edition of Asian Games. We have already touched 80 so far. And with this, it's now time to wrap up this edition of 19th Asian Games special with DD India. But news and updates and all the latest from Hangzhou, China will also continue on DD India. So don't go anywhere. Keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates. Thank you so much for joining us right now.